Bill Molyneux here with Bill's exciting Waterloo game of Bill's History and War Game channel. And I've played 4 turns now since the last video. I stopped the last video at 10 a.m. Played 4 turns. This video now is 4 more turns. And it's now 12 o'clock. A lot has happened in the last 4 turns. I'll move the camera around. I hope you enjoy what's going on. Plassient finally fell, and the British have retreated backwards. The Young Guard has been brought up to be prepared for the Prussian advance that'll come on this flank at some point. Had a lot of feedback from Kyle and John, the Broome County Sheriff Department, and we went ahead and charged with 6 French battalions of cavalry, and we're going to change our angle of our camera. Hold on. So it took 1 turn to get the cavalry charge ready, 3 turns of heavy hand-to-hand combat between 4 guard cavalry of the British. There's only 2 units left, and they're chopped up a bit. Of the 6 French, there's 3, but they're also chopped up. Pretty interesting. That's where we're at after 4 turns for this whole flank. Now the British are still holding this whole ridge. So we're doing a little bit of this the center section. Well, the British 2 regiments that were holding that, they finally broke. They're both chopped up a bit. The Prince of Orange has not died. La Haye Saint is under heavy attack. Wellington, however, still has a pretty strong line, as you can see. Now, along the ridge line, we're still holding. Hougoumont is totally fallen. And I'm going to go around the other side of the table, and I'll get a better view of Hougoumont. The French are cruising up to this ridge line, and I'll zip over on the other side. Alright, well, this is where our French cavalry made their charge. Also, I have the Old and Middle Guard at the edge of that field, supported by the Grand Battery. Napoleon is there, hoping to break through that center now. In 4 turns, the Prussians will be here. So, we need to, the French really need to break through. Let's take a look at La Haye Saint and Hougoumont. So, La Haye Saint has lost a base or 2. I guess they've lost 2 bases of their riflemen. Sharp is still there. And I think that's pretty much going to be taken within the next two turns. And the British are still trying to hold the line a bit. Now for Hougoumont, we have, well, 4 battalions there, 1 there, and they're all chewed up. Some are down to like 2 bases. I started with 8 battalions in this attack. So I've used an awful lot of my French infantry to take that darn farm area. If I played this again, I think I would just bypass that and pour everything up the center, either on this side of La Haye Saint or this side of La Haye Saint. Okay, I'm going to put the camera back into the tripod and do a final recap. Alright, here's the final recap. We have the Young Guard, some line infantry holding this flank. It's 12 o'clock noon will be the next turn. And starting at 3 o'clock on, I roll the dice for the Prussians' arrival. So I basically have 4 turns or so before I'm going to have visitors. Well, I like to let everyone know I appreciate the Facebook posts and also the YouTube posts on what to do. I'm a little frustrated as as the French player, I poured everything in the last 4 turns. We had no mud, and I've really still having a problem with La Haye Saint. I burned up a ton of my French troops there. If I lose 3 more French line units, my morale will break. So I'm really getting to the point of being brittle. And Martin Knight out there in England, who follows my Facebook stuff, Uncle Martin, I'll tell you, I'm starting to feel that the British are still pretty good shape on this ridge. If I can't break them with my beat up cavalry units that I got left there and that old guard, I have no reserves left. Okay, as far as the rules right now, you know, I might have too much artillery hitting, rolling too much damage. That's something that I might look at for the next game that I do. Also, is I tried to play more as the French player with the British just on the defense, and I think I made several poor decisions. I think I should have bombarded for a turn or 2 and not attacked Hougoumont right off the bat. And I think this cavalry charge, I burnt up a ton of cavalry, and it was really just a trade-off of units. And this darn building, I burnt up a ton of troops fighting that thing too, the Plaisance. So, in hindsight, we're going to play another 4 turns, and it will be, and the Prussians will be arriving. But if I can't break that line there pretty soon, it's going to be, I think it'll be a British victory. We'll see what happens. Leave comments. Let me know what you think. It's a very enjoyable game. I've been trying to play as impartial as possible when rolling the dice and making sure that both sides are being treated fairly. And I think that's about it for now. I hope Jim McDonald in Wargaming Heaven is enjoying watching this game. If he is, thank you. Stay safe, be kind, be courteous, and I'll play another 4 turns and make another video.